Hello and welcome to BikeSocial. I'm Michael Mann and I'm here at Triumph's headquarters in Hinckley. I'm joined by Miles Perkins. Miles, welcome.
Hi, Michael.
Now, Miles is the head of brand management for Triumph, and exciting news. Here we are at the unveil of the brand new Rocket 3. Tell us about these two new models, Miles.
Absolutely. As you say, not one, but two rockets. So, first off here, we have the new Rocket 3R. This is basically our view, the ultimate performance muscle roadster. And then next, we have the Rocket 3 GT, which does everything this does, but goes even further and more comfort and style.
Fantastic. And the main differences are, now, you'll have to award me points if I've got all these right. So it's the foot peg position.
Yes.
The screen.
Yep.
The handlebars.
Yep.
And the backrest.
And the seats.
And the
seating
seats.
position as well.
Yeah.
So the ergos are fairly different, but also the foot peg position is actually adaptable, adjustable, as is the foot peg position on the R as well.
Wow. All right, so headline figures are a 2.5 litre engine.
Yep, brand new, all new Rocket 3 engine, 2,500 cc's of just fun. I mean, it's a fantastic bike. I'm very, very pleased to be here and involved with Triumph with such a story.
All right, and this is a brand new engine, so all of the internals, everything is been designed, I presume, primarily to save weight and increase performance?
Yes, that's it. And what a performance. So we've got 167 brake horsepower, but the big number isn't necessarily the only story there. If you look at the torque curve and the power curve, both are much higher. And in terms of the power, 167, but with the torque at 221 newton meters, that's 71%. 71% higher than anything you would say would compete with it. But with the curve, a flat line when you get up to 4,000 and across, which I think is the sort of the perfect torque curve. Basically, just all full tap the whole way.
Presumably you can be in any of the 6 gears and the thing's just going to take off.
That's the plan. I think that's what's always made the Rocket such a fantastic sort of touring bike. It's what the fans like with the bike. It's all gear any day. And these bikes take that forward in style.
Fantastic. Well, it's great to see two very different models with almost different propositions. And there's a lot of personalisation involved in either of them, right? There's other than the foot pegs, presumably there's a seat height differences, and there's all sorts of accessories available in the range, as is a standard Triumph.
The seat heights differ between the two, but actually if you have the R and you like the seat setup of the GT, you can buy that as an accessory, click, fit that in.
Yeah.
You could also put a pillion pad on instead of a small, which gives you that sort of single seat setup. The bars, you can buy those as an accessory and interchange them as well. And on the GT, you have the small pillion backrest, which is aluminium. You can fit that on as well. Interchangeability. Accessories-wise, lots of luggage. So we've got quite a beautiful clip, retractable clip fit pannier system, which is a new patented setup from Triumph, developed with Jimmy. Plus loads and loads and loads of lovely other touches, details, finishes.
Yeah, speaking of detail and finishes, it just looks so smart. Everything's very smart about these things. Even down to the little Triumph emblem within the LED, presumably the LED headlights, and the fact that it's so fresh across the handlebar. There's barely any wires and cables.
All internally wired setup in that.
Honestly,
and finish-wise, aluminium, brushed aluminium. Got the Monza finish cap, but not just here on the tank, but also around the bike, other finishes with the Monza detailing as well. For me, it's the triple-headed exhaust is the sort of the star of the show for a Triumph. So that three-strike design detail.
Yeah, it's beautiful and it's iconic, and while it kind of fits with the silhouette of the history of the range, it was 2004, is that right, when it was first introduced? You know, it's iconic. You know exactly if you're going to be passed by a Rocket, which most people and most vehicles are on the road, aren't they? They're going to be passed by these things. But you know it's a Rocket. It's very synonymous with the Triumph brand, and I guess these two are, you know, right up there as almost like headline models for the brand going forwards. Euro 5 compliant, and we're going to take.
We see these as being quite a sort of a high tide mark in regards to engineering capability, but also the brand. So very much Halo bikes. So I think they demonstrate proper British engineering and original design as well.
Muscular roadsters, is that how you would describe them?
I'd certainly say a high performance muscle roadster. That's what I would refer to the R as. But with the GT, it's much more touring capable. I mean, you can tour on this, and in fact, you can fit a lot of these pieces over here. But the GT comes ready set to be a bit more laid back. You've got the feet forward pegs.
Yeah.
That differs here. You've got mid peg position here. So yeah, if you're looking for that all day sort of any gear rideability, they'll both do that. But if you're looking for a bit more of a sort of a mental speed triple kind of experience, the R's got a really, really muscular roadster feel, and that very, you're going to have to ride it, Michael, to experience the handling. But with this bike, with the GT, it takes all that, and then you can just get on it with your partner and go.
So many standout features about these bikes. I think we're looking at, what, a 17-inch front, 16-inch rear, right?
Yes.
And then like 240 section rear tyres.
Yeah, really wide rear. You've single-sided swinger as well.
Yeah.
And also the aluminium number plate hanger. So the tyres give it that sort of muscularity, but the wheel size and the way that the chassis is set up, that's really for agility. And this is 40 kilograms lighter than the previous generation.
40.
So you add that to it, and I certainly would hope you'll experience something that certainly handles in a way you just won't believe from the way these bikes look.
40 Ks is a big saving. Where's that kind of number come from?
All around the bike. So you've got 18 kilograms from the engine alone, but you've got this fabulous aluminium frame, which uses the engine as a stress member.
Right.
And you've got the spine, which is hollow. Fabulous.
I tell you what else is which is noticeably clever about these bikes, is while it kind of retains that historical charm, there's so many modern and new and fabulous components. I'm looking at the Brembo of the brakes there. They're the new Styler calipers, right?
That's right, yeah.
And
latest gen.
And even down to the forks and the display, that's got all of the modern kit from the Triumph
Yeah, so you have the
range
TFT system in there. Optimised cornering, ABS and traction control, hill hold, electronic cruise control. You've got heated grips on this one. And what you call properly fully loaded.
I remember from the Scrambler 1200s of this year, that's GoPro ready and sat-nav ready.
Yep, all ready. And when these bikes are available, all of that kit, you can have that fitted.
Fantastic.
So it's already set up to have that as an accessory fitted.
All right. So when can customers get their little paws on them?
So in the UK, we're expecting to see these coming in around December time.
Right.
But certainly Triumph dealers will be very happy with excited customers to take deposits now. We're expecting these to be very popular. So from the moment they're revealed, the dealers will be very supportive if someone would like to put their name down for one.
Interesting time of year to launch a model, to announce it in the summer and have bikes available in the winter. But I guess that makes you stand out from the crowd, doesn't it?
It's always nice to stand out from the crowd. I think it's the timing. The timing's more to the development time and producing these bikes. They're not replacing a model that's in our lineup at the moment. So we wanted to bring them out as soon as we possibly could in terms of development. But they've been a very long development program, and obviously you saw the TFC earlier on in the year. And of course these now complete the lineup.
Of course, so popular those sold out almost instantly, didn't they?
They went before the bike is available to collect, of course.
And what about colour options, Miles? Is there any difference to the ones we're seeing here?
Absolutely. So with the R, this comes in two colours. So you've got this fabulous Carrossi red, but also a Phantom Black. And then with the GT, Phantom Black as well, which this one is. But it also is Silver Ice and Storm Grey.
Right.
But that comes with a Carrossi red detailing as well on it.
Very nice too. And the big question, price.
Right, okay, well we won't be releasing the prices in full detail until November.
Okay.
When the journalists, folks like yourself and some lucky customers again get an opportunity to ride these for the first time.
Fabulous, can't
wait.
wait.
But in advance of that, to help customers who may be looking to decide whether they want to put a deposit down, we're happy to give a bit of an indication in the UK as to what they're going to cost. So we'd see...
You need a drum roll.
We'd see the R at around 19,500.
Right.
And with the GT about 19,900. So comfortably under £20,000. And I think you'll see that's priced fairly competitively with the closest competition.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I tell you what, one more thing, we ought to start it up, eh? We ought to hear it. So we hear this one, there we are.
Yes, do you want me to start it?
I'll go round, shall I?
You go round.
Clutch in. Good evening, rider, it tells me.
Yeah.
Oh. And we like that.
That's the sound of new rocket thunder.
That is fabulous. Well, I can't wait to get on that. Miles, thank you so much for your time.
You're more than welcome, Michael.
You can read all about it at BikeSocial.co.uk.